Hey guys, I have a book review today of the Panzer IV on the Battlefield from the World War II Photobook series. This is from Peko Publishing by Craig Ellis. So the format of the book is landscape, and it's actually quite large. This came out in about the beginning of the year, I think. So everything's in Hungarian as well as English. And we have some information and an introduction in the beginning in both languages. And then the majority of this book, and the reason I want to show it, because I've kind of been getting into just good source photography a lot more lately, is just large black and white pictures with descriptions of the type of tank that it is, and, you know, possibly the story involving it. So I'll just look at a few images here. We've got, and it goes, interestingly, from like earlier tanks to later, from the front to the back of the book, which I thought was kind of cool. So here you've just got some early L-24s, and then a lot of these pictures I had not seen, and yeah, you can find a lot on the internet, but normally you find very low resolution pictures online that aren't quite what you want. So looking at them full screen, so again there'll be a description, but here we have just an early one kind of running through a street. It's an excellent picture of like a train with early Panzer IVs. These are Panzer IV Cs undergoing maintenance during the Polish campaign. This picture as well, I mean, it looks like we have a Kleine Befehlswagen right here with it. That's a cool shot. Here a knocked out Ausführung C, some serious damage. Real interesting situation with the tracks there. Here another wreck, we have the final drives removed here. These are relatively good quality pictures for the era. I've never seen other versions of these images, but they look pretty good. So again, as we keep going, there's a picture per side and a caption in Hungarian and English on each side. So we're going into the Ausführung D now. That's a nice shot, very clear. There's another fantastic wreck picture. You've got all the hatches open, the tracks are just a complete mess on that one. Some good shots here of the things that I like to see are the situation with the tools, how they are, or spare links that they use as up armor. Things that it's hard to get a feel for without looking at period pictures. That's a fascinating shot. And you've got spare tracks on this one, kind of like they do on certain Stugs. I've never seen that before on a Panzer IV. Now into whitewash F1s. You can tell how it's brush painted. Then it looks like we're in Africa Corps stuff, probably S4 and E. That's F, F1, of course. Then we get into F2. There you've got your ball-shaped single baffle brake. Very clean one there. Excellent pictures all the way through. The descriptions tell you quite a lot about each picture as well. That's a very messy tank right there. Like here's an interesting variation on wheel stowage I'm not familiar with. Here we have one on a trailer. The mantlet looks pretty wrong and broken. All very excellent shots. Like these are a little blurry. These could either be taken from like, I don't know, it looks like they're almost taken from film or just much blown up parts of larger photographs, but then you have these which are very, very clear. Again, knocked out, but every page has basically its own fantastic photograph and description, which I like, and they've been doing these books for a long time. So you can find just about any subject as far as German armor that you're interested in. Again, now we're up to, there's Leibstandarte, the snow. Very cool. All kinds of different markings I'm not familiar with. Basically just page after page of very solid, very clear references of Panzer IVs. That's a nice picture too. Tons of great pictures. That's a fantastic one. I could see somebody using that as a reference for their build. Got the dark barrel, fenders are all messed up, all kinds of stowage. Just awesome pictures. All of these are very cool. You got Zimmered on shirts in there. So basically if you're into doing a particular thing, and I've gotten on a bit of a Panzer IV bent lately, this is a very good way to just visually get higher quality photographs than you'll probably find online, and just do a little bit of studying. And then normally you'd probably pick one of these as your reference for your build. But pretty much what it is. Large pictures, captions, tons of good reference. Here we've got US soldiers that knocked out Panzer IV. all different kinds of shirts and knocked off, and kind of very good way to learn how it would actually have looked in the field. I really like this. It's simple. There are things where you get books like Armored Thunderbolt that I recently got, or DW to Tiger 1, which are tomes. And that's one side of learning about this stuff. And then the other side is sort of the more the hands-on, or eyes-on in this case, just looking at period photographs. And I think that's very important to understand the subject that you're modeling.